Cameron Hopman.
Well, and that streak could end, but the latest projections for Milton's landfall possibly even wobbling south of Tampa Bay. There it is right now. You can see that well-formed eye wall within that Category 5 storm. One thing to keep in mind, over the last few hours, we've seen that storm strengthen into a Category 5. It is still a Category 5, but its winds have weakened slightly from the last pass that those hurricane hunters did. We are still looking at maximum wind gusts of around 200 miles per hour, and it's picking up a little speed right now as well, moving now at 12 miles per hour to the northeast rather than 8, 9, or 10 miles per hour like earlier in the day. So, yes, a massive storm, Category 5 storm barreling towards Florida's Gulf Coast. The latest National Hurricane Projection Model, you can also see that cone of uncertainty starting to whittle down, now likely between Tampa and Fort Myers, with the center of that system just south of Tampa Bay. Now, the original thought was that this was going to make landfall just north of Tampa Bay, and if that was going to be the case, we'd have that worst wind field that is on the south side of that storm, wind gusts up around 130 to 140 miles per hour as it makes landfall early Thursday morning, likely as a Category 3 or 4 storm. Now the National Hurricane Center has that making landfall as a Category 4 storm, but likely just south of Tampa Bay. If it made landfall north of Tampa Bay, we're talking possible storm surges in excess of 15 feet in Tampa Bay itself, something that area has never seen but has prepared for the potential of for decades. Now, hopefully, we don't see those storm surges as bad, but it's likely that we could see storm surges 10 to 15 feet from Sarasota down to Fort Myers. That is the type of storm we're dealing with. In addition to the 10 to 15-foot storm surge, a foot of rainfall, wind gusts again, 140 plus miles per hour, and it's expected to remain as a hurricane as it passes across the entirety of the state of Florida. Look, it's still a Category 1 storm by Thursday night once it passes out towards parts of the Atlantic Ocean. Now, thankfully, here at home, that is simply not going to be the case. We are looking at quiet, pleasant weather at home. Temperatures right now in the mid to upper 40s, 47 degrees in Madison currently. There's your temperature in the 40s for many of us, 42 already in Watertown, a little cooler there, holding on to the 50s and 60s in Rock and Greene counties. Over the next few hours, temperatures do take a bit of a hit. We're down into those mid to low 40s tonight into early tomorrow morning, looking at 54 degrees right around the time we reach 10 o'clock in the evening. Notice what we're dealing with overnight tonight, tomorrow morning, seeing those temps closer to the mid to low 40s for the majority of us. We wake up to that morning low temperature, and again, about 44 in Madison. So temps don't fluctuate a whole lot. We see winds primarily from the east tonight. Notice what's happening to the north of us. So Camp Douglas down to around 39. Parts of Juneau, Adams County under a frost advisory from midnight to 9 o'clock in the morning early tomorrow. So a chilly start to the day for some of us, maybe even frosty for others. 44 in Madison, 47 degrees by 8 o'clock in the morning. By the time 10 o'clock rolls around, it's 58. We're pushing temperatures the mid to upper 60s just after the early afternoon hours, and the latest model data is still indicating high temperatures tomorrow in the mid to low 70s. So I'm expecting a high temperature right around 72 degrees, but we do bounce right back down to about 61 degrees at 6 o'clock in the evening, 56 at 8 o'clock. Things are looking awfully pleasant for tomorrow, but temperatures continue to climb. So reaching the low 70s tomorrow, about 72 degrees in Madison on Wednesday. By Thursday, this low pressure system kicks to the north and east of us. Warm front pushing to the north by Friday morning. We have a cold front on the back edge of that system. That's going to bring a little bit of a temperature roller coaster. So from 72 today to 74 on Thursday. Friday, we're looking at a high temperature of 80 degrees. Then that cold front I just showed you rolls through, drops us down to 68 degrees. Another cold front on Sunday down to 58 degrees before we reach a high temperature of just 54 next Monday.
Yeah, so keeping a close eye on Milton tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough ride. It likely making landfall between 1 and about 3 o'clock in the morning, early Thursday morning.
Okay,
so overnight tomorrow night into early Thursday. And again, those storm surges are going to be possibly 10 to 15 feet.
Yikes. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Cam.
Well, I know so many of you at home want to help these communities that are trying to recover from the recent storms. WKOW is working with the Red Cross to collect storm relief donations. You can make a donation by calling 1-855-345-GIVE or by going to the website on your screen right now, redcross.org/the Weather Channel. We also have this information on our web channel, WKOW.com.